Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Let's Play Warframe. I'm your host of the most, as always, Francois878, and today we are going to be taking a look at the new infested rifle, the Hema, as well as offering you guys a little bit of a build for this weapon. Now, this weapon has gotten a lot of heat for its research cost, which I 100% agree with. This weapon's research cost is fucking outrageous. It's available right now in clan research in the infested lab, and in order to start the research you need a number of different infested items, but what people are really up in arms about is the mutagen samples. The mutagen samples are at Ghost Clan level base 5,000, and then it goes up as everything normally does when you ascend the ranks on the clans. And it's absolutely outrageous. 5,000 mutagen samples for 10 people is completely ridiculous, especially since I just self-financed the entire infested lab by myself. So it's I didn't have any mutagen samples, to say the least, and my clan is still growing, so we're having a very hard time with this, and I feel like a lot of other people are also having a hard time with this. That aside, the weapon is okay. It's a burst fire weapon. It deals base viral damage at 45, so the damage is a little subpar, but really where this weapon shines is not in the damage department, not in the direct damage department, but in the status chance department. This weapon, with split chamber and 4 dual status chance mods, can get up to a 97% chance to proc a status effect. Now that's per bullet, not per trigger pull, which is very important. You will be proccing status effects like crazy. Now, this is the build I have for the Hema. It does come with 1 V polarity, 1 offensive polarity on it. I added 3 more, 2 Vs and a dash, 2 offensive and a utility, heavy caliber, split chamber, insertion for your basic damage and multi-shot. Vial acceleration for fire rate. Getting this weapon to fire as fast as possible is very important, and getting this weapon to hit procs as fast as possible is very important. Now, as far as the last 4 mods, I went with a sort of basic 60% elemental damage, 60% status chance build, and I arranged them in the optimal order. Now, this weapon also has a couple of neat features that kind of keep it in line with the new age infested weapons. This weapon, when you score a headshot, will actually heal you for some of the damage that you've dealt, and when you reload it, it will actually steal some of the health from you. There's a cool animation where you stick the Hema on your arm and it will suck some of the blood out of you. Now, the maximum amount of health that it will take is about 3% for an empty magazine, so it's not like you're losing a great deal of health when you do this, so don't worry about it. Heavy caliber does make it a little harder to score those headshots. This weapon, the way it fires and the way the bullets kind of spread out, it's still easy to land headshots when you need to, even with a max heavy caliber. Now, as you can see here, I'm in the simulation. I'm fighting some level 145 Eximus Ancients here, and the entire clip is them just being stun locked. That's really where this weapon shines. It's not direct damage. It did take me a good bit of time to actually kill them, but they couldn't do anything to me. They just sat there and were stun locked. That's where this weapon shines. If you have radiation on this weapon, radiation confuses. If you proc radiation, it will confuse enemies for 12 seconds. It's basically like having a Nyx in your hand. You shoot enemies once, they're confused, they'll fight each other. Another possibility for this weapon is actually including the status duration mod on there instead of vial acceleration. You will have to reforma a little bit, but having longer status duration on viral procs and radiation procs is very nice. And it's just, you know, check it out. Now, I did receive this weapon for free from DE. I would highly recommend not picking it up until they change the research cost. The research cost for this weapon is absolutely outrageous, and it's a fun weapon, but it's not worth the platinum. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. Until next time, I've been your host with the most.